course, for those of you who are joining us on the live stream, hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. We would love to see you join us in the webinar itself so that we can interact together with you. Hey, great to see all of the lives coming into the chat. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, because across the next 2 days, we will be covering with you, right, the 8-figure startup secret, right? How many of you would love to generate 8 figures and beyond? Type in a number 8 in the chat if you would love to do so, because we will be uncovering the secrets on how to do so in the age of AI. And number 2, right, when it comes to growing wealth and well-being, we need to tap into our emotional intelligence, because if we don't master our emotions will master us and essentially lead us to ruin. So make sure you stay tuned for that. And number 3, we will be covering on money mindset, and also I'll be sharing with you a $1 million brick and mortar business and the possibilities with AI, because a lot of people think that AI has to do with digital businesses or online businesses, but no, AI can also apply to brick and mortar businesses as well. So I'll be sharing with you a couple of case studies on that. And number 4, you will also be taught on how to optimize tax just for you. We have a very, very powerful expert to share with you the secrets and insights on how to do it legally, of course. And number 5, overcoming impossible challenges in your 60s, or maybe even if you are facing challenges right now, regardless of your age, right? We have a very, very special lady who will be sharing with you her personal journey of resilience and overcoming seemingly insurmountable challenges. So make sure you stay tuned. And number 6, right? RM 10 million ringgit in fundraising blueprints, right? How many of you would love to have 10 million ringgit extra in your pockets? Type in 10M in the chat if you would love that, because we have a corporate heavy hitter here from Malaysia who has dealt in billions and billions of dollars, right? And you do not want to miss out on his session later on today. He will be sharing with you how you can start building your journey towards raising 10 million ringgits and beyond. And number 7, legacy and wealth building for mid-career professionals, right? Probably right now would be a good time to start thinking about your own personal legacy and wealth building, right? Even if you are just starting off in your career or in your business, now is a good time to think about it, especially in the current economic environments that we are in. And of course, number 8, right? This will be a very, very special session tomorrow on how is it that you can automate your daily income with the power of options. How many of you would love to have automated income, by the way? Type in auto in the chat if you would love to have automated income. If you do, make sure you don't miss out on tomorrow's session, because as you can see with the lineup that we have for you, right, it is absolutely amazing, and we have a lot of gifts to share with you as well, especially for those of you who join us across the next 2 days. Okay, so great to see the autos coming in and all the 10 millions coming in as well. Excellent. Okay, so who is this session for? Okay, this is built for the operators who wants to compound your wealth, right? And those of you, right, who will make the most out of these 2 days are the likes of founders and skilled stage entrepreneurs. If you're starting up your business or you're looking to scale it, you will definitely benefit from this. And number 2, you could be a traditional business owner, just like in brick and mortar. You will also be able to benefit from this session. And number 3, high net worth individuals and family offices. Hey, optimizing your wealth and building that legacy, that is the name of the game, which we will be helping you and sharing with you together with our experts. And number 4, if you're a senior professional and executive, right, this session is crafted just for you so that you know how to optimize your path forward, even if you're not in a business, or maybe you're thinking about starting a business, this will give you the solid foundations, right? And number 5, late career reinventors. You're taking a career detour. You're finding a new way. This is for you as well. And self-directed investors as well. All right, right. So we are going to dive right in. Okay, and once again, for those of you who don't know me yet, my name is Ching Yutan. I'm an international speaker since 2012, an AI consultant and AI automation implementation expert, and also a HRDC accredited trainer. Hey, feel free to connect with me on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, because across the next 2 days, I'll be your host. And, I'll be very, very glad to be presenting to you our whole host of experts here in Scalendo. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce you to our very first expert, who is a serial entrepreneur who has helped business owners, and including himself, build over $100 million in business value, right? How many of you think that is massive? Type in massive in the chat if you think that is massive, because I've had the great pleasure of being able to work with this gentleman over here. He is, of course, the founder of World Masterclass. And without further ado, let's give a warm round of virtual applause to Vince Tan.
Hey everybody, Vince here, and first of all, I just want to say thank you very much, to the organizers for bringing me and giving me this opportunity to share this with you guys. All right, I'm really, really thankful for that, and I think you guys are gonna have an amazing time. All right, just a quick 1 minute background. All right, I was born a nerd and geek. Started programming at the age of 7. Started having internet access before most people do in my country by the age of 9. And I even crashed the Google search engine at the peak of my spamming career as well. Building over 25,000.com, 5 billion pages of rubbish on the internet. Not something I'm proud of. I wish I would have done more. All right, and went on to build a couple of amazing business as well. And in fact, the latest business that I built is World Masterclass, where we are probably one of the largest one in our region right now, serving over 1 million students. All right. But what I would love to share with you today is, I think I am very excited about, because I think that fundamentally shift a lot of things that we do. Okay, so I want to tell you something that might gonna make some of you feel uncomfortable, where everything that you were taught about building wealth, all right, about hiring big teams, scaling operation, growing headcount, looking successful, most of that is a lie. Or at least it was true until now, all right? Because for the last 30 years, the playbook has been pretty simple. Work hard, climb the ladder, save money, maybe start a business, hiring people, managing people, dealing with the HR problems, office politics, payroll stress. That's how it's always been, okay? The bigger the team, the more successful you look. I know people who run $10 million business with 50 employees who take home less than someone who's running a $2 million business alone. All right, they have big officers, they have staff, they have the headaches, sleepless night, wondering if they can even make the payroll. And sitting across from them is someone with a laptop, maybe with an AI subscription, 0 employees, and making more profit with more freedoms. So this is where I came up with the term solo empire. All right, I believe solo empire is the way moving forward. It's a revolution, and especially some of you, if you think that you're a bit too late into the game, this might even be the most important shift you'll ever witness in your career. So just because you're above 40, it doesn't mean the game is over. In fact, in my personal opinion, if you're above 40, the game is just about to get started. And if you're below 40, my God, you are living the best time of your entire life. All right, so I'm going to share with you a couple of big ideas. All right, big idea number 1, the 8-figure builders think differently. Here's what I've learned from building a company that is heading to IPO and studying people who are building real wealth. The 8-figure builders don't think about income. They think about leverage. There are 4 types of leverage in the business. Number 1, labor, other people working for you. Number 2, capital, money working for you. Number 3, media, content that's working for you while you sleep. And number 4, code, technology working for you 24/7. So for decades, labor and capital were the only realistic option. You needed employees or you need investors, all right? But now, the media and the code are accessible to everyone with a phone and with an internet connection. Let me be blunt. If you are still trading time for money in 2026, you're playing a game that was designed before you were born. The wealthiest people I know have built systems that generate incomes whether they are working or not. They created it once and distribute forever. And here's the controversial part of it, all right? They often have smaller teams than people making, a fraction of their income, because they understand that headcount is not a status symbol. It is in fact a liability. So the question is, how many people work for me? The question is not how many people work for me. The question is, how much income can I generate per hour of my involvement? That's the first question you gotta ask yourself, all right? Now, big idea number 2, AI is the great equalizer, but only if you move now, all right? Let me tell you what's actually happening right now. Not just about Silicon Valley, and things like that. We are talking about maybe, even Asia Pacific, maybe even, around my country like Malaysia, Singapore and all that. A 45-year-old former corporate executive launched an online education business last year. No team, no office, just him, AI tools, and a very clear methodology. In 12 months, he built a 7-figure business. How? He used AI to create content at 10 times the speed of his competitor. He built a content portal without hiring a developer. He automated this entire onboarding process and flow-up system and deliver personalized experience that actually feels premium. His competitor is still hiring social media managers, content writers, virtual assistant. He's doing it faster and cheaper with better quality. So this is the window right now, all right? But I need you to understand, it is closing and it's closing very quickly. Having said that, you still probably have a couple of years, but if you sit on it, that years will just pass by very quickly, all right? So right now, most business owners in our region are either ignoring AI completely or using it to write captions, all right? That's like using Ferrari to go to Barca, all right? The one who figure out how to integrate AI into their system, not just their task, will build empire that looks nothing like traditional business. But here's the catch, as I said again, 18 to 24 months, the gap is still there. Please leverage on it as soon as possible, all right? After that, everyone will caught up, the advantage will start to disappear. What's a superpower today become, a table stakes tomorrow. So the question is, will you be the one who move early, or are you the one that's trying to catch up? Big idea number 3, the structure that creates freedom. Most people think that freedom comes from making more money, all right? It doesn't. I met millionaires who are slaves to their business. They can't even take weeks off without everything falling apart. Their phone never stops. Their team can't function without them. That's not wealth. That's a prison with a nice furniture, all right? Real freedom comes from structure. And here's the structure that actually works, which I call it as a solo empire operating system. I don't have time today to go through in detail, but here's what it is, all right? Number 1, one core offer that command premium pricing, not 10 services, not we do everything. One thing that you are best at price at, and what is actually worth. Most of you are undercharging by 3 to 5 times because you are scared, and it's not because the market won't pay you for it, all right? Number 2, a content engine that runs without you. You should be creating content once and have it work for you across multiple platforms for multiple months. If you're still posting manually, you're doing it wrong. If you haven't get started, it's even worse, all right? Because in today's world, attention is number 1 most important thing. Third, system that deliver expertise. The things that your methodology, your framework, your process should be documented, systemized, and increased, delivered by AI and automation. You show up for the high value moments, system should handle everything else. Fourth, strategic finance that multiplies your income. This is where most professionals get it wrong, all right? They make money, but they don't know how to make that money work. Wealth isn't about income. It's about what your income becomes, all right? So when you have these 4 pieces in place, you can build, 6-figure, 7-figure income stream without a big team, without an office, without the stress that most business owners accepted today as being normal. Okay, no, you should not. Now, big idea number 4, why this matters to you, especially, I always hear people saying that, AI is not their game, they are already semi-retired, they are already getting old, and they are in their 40s, okay? So now, whether you're 40s, 50s, 60s, okay, some of you might be thinking that, this is for young people, I'm already established, it's too late. Let me tell you right now, all right, especially those of